guys, I don't know that I like this lighting, but I think you can still see me. Y'all can see me, right? I wanted to talk to you about morning anxiety because a lot of people say, wow, you know what? I get a lot of stress in the morning. I worry about everything. So I just figured I would just pop on here and just kind of give you a little breakdown on how I start my morning, okay? And how I start my morning before you get up, before you go to the bathroom, before you brush your teeth, before you do journaling, anything. Remember that in the evening, or if you've gotten any sleep overnight, hopefully you've had a little bit of sleep, but if you've had sleep overnight, your body goes really, like everything slows down. Your breathing becomes shallow. Everything just kind of, that's how you restore. That's why sleep is important and imperative. So when you're in that space, what you do is in the morning, remember your body's kind of been in a sedentary type space, is I always stretch, like do that full stretch. Like, you know that, oh, I always yawn. I hope I made you yawn. My body is trained to yawn when I stretch. So you stretch in bed. This is you laying in bed. Okay. Stretch, 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 stretch. Right. And then, so that's one thing you do. Then you want to do your deep breathing. All the way in, fill those lungs up. You hear that kind of like Darth Vader breath? That's because it's called Ujjay Breathing. They do it a lot in like yoga and stuff. So you do like 5 or 10 of those. Like don't do it fast. You're going to hyperventilate. You're going to be all dizzy. Like literally lay there. You do your stretch. Okay. Now don't let your brain start going. If it does, just kind of bring it back. Like you have to do this today and you have to do that today. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Then you always want a mantra. My mantra, I'll give you mine. You guys probably know it by now. You can keep it that way. You can tailor it. You can do whatever you need to. So after you've done the stretch, after you've done some breathing, you want to create your mantra for the day. And my mantra is, I am capable of handling anything that the day sends my way. Here's the most important part. And I only have today. I only ever have today. Okay. That's important because you very often you're in the morning in your head, you get up, you wake up and you're like off to the races. I got to do this. I got to do that. Oh my God. I got to make this. Okay. That's why you need that morning. This is again, before you get up, go to the bathroom, do your journaling, because what comes after that is your 10 minutes of gratitude. Then you can get up, you get up, go to the bathroom, brush your teeth, do all that stuff, get your coffee, do 10 minutes of gratitude, pen to pad, pen to pad. Don't put this dictation, don't write it, don't notes, pen to pad. And your gratitude journal is imperative to your start of your day. Again, this all happens before your day, before you take kids to school, before you go to work, before you clean the house, before you make phone calls. This all happens in the morning, right? So if you get up a few minutes early, get up a few minutes early. And it has to be consistent, 365 days a year. I don't care how you feel, I don't care what you're doing. You can do this part, okay? And it's free. You just have to get a journal. You can even get a spiral notebook, okay? And in that, you want to make sure that you're saying things like, hey, I found that other slipper I was looking for. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I found the bra, my favorite bra. I'm grateful that the sun came up today. So it doesn't always have to be big things that you have to worry about what it is. Don't make it a job. Just let it flow. And after a while, it'll become normal. And what this does, listen, this isn't going to make sure that the entire day goes as planned. And that's another thing that we'll talk about in a different vlog and a different podcast, is accepting when things don't kind of go your way. And remember, you can't control everything in that moment, okay? And that's so important for you to realize that, because when you get yourself in the space of understanding that you can only control yourself and your reaction, that's going to be like massively beneficial for you to not worry about the stressors of the day. So it's important though that you wake up in the morning and take a deep breath, you exhale out, you stretch it out, you create your mantra, right? And what this does is it gives you a really, really good foundation to start, right? Because your brain automatically, you may be an automatic negative thinker. That could be part of your programming. So we want to deprogram these thoughts of all this crap you got to do. This is part of that self-love, okay? And it's not even just self-love. It's mandatory if you want to be able to start creating peace. And the key to this is to be consistent. Don't just do this 3 or 4 times and be like, oh my God, it's a lot. I just don't have time today. If you do that, inconsistent actions get you inconsistent results, and then you don't get to complain about it. So if you're inconsistent and you're not getting these like benefits, that's a you issue, right? So you have to take the accountability of it. And again, these are free things. Again, if you have to set your clock 15, 20 minutes early, get up earlier, okay? Don't reach for your phone. Don't go on socials. Don't check emails. Don't do any of that. You got to do that to level set your day. And what this does, and you can repeat that mantra several times. I'm capable of handling anything that the day sends my way, and I only ever have today. Stop worrying about all this other stuff. So that's a really good spot to leave you just for the day, but I want you to start practicing that. And again, that matters and it's going to be successful for you if you do it as a daily wellness practice. So that's your homework.